Oh, that ball hits rather hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the House of Hades, and welcome to episode 17 of Steele Forces You to Watch Him Play Hades. Hypnos, how is it going, my dear brother?
I can't believe you took on the Minotaur. No way.
A couple
No
times
wonder
even.
You're back here. Everyone knows that he's
Yeah.
unstoppable, especially me. Hey, next you run into him, could you get his autograph for me?
No.
Oh, come on, Zagreus. Be a pal. Is this Orpheus talking to our pops?
Your humble court musician, as I understand.
This looks familiar.
Well, Orpheus, if you're quite finished with your
Yeah,
little
play us a
stint
song,
within the
Orpheus.
depths of Tartarus, I'd like to ask again.
But, you know, because you want to, not because Hades is
already.
being a jerk about it.
Oh, that. I must apologize again, Lord Hades, sir, for I'm afraid that I've
That
no
takes
wish
guts.
to sing as yet.
He's staring the man down and saying, yeah, like, I hear you, but I'm not singing.
Is that so? Why then I'll go ahead and wait.
You do you, Orpheus. Good on you.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, Cerberus, my
Boy, just me
dear
here.
good boy.
Need to report, it's pretty dangerous out there, even with...
Very glad I didn't end up having to fight you in the end.
Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude. No.
So, it has been a while since I recorded the last episode, but I do distinctly recall it ending unpleasantly for
Hey,
me.
I got out there, Achilles, sir. A vintage bottle of ambrosia plucked
I
straight
did get
from
ambrosia
Elysium.
because I did
I
beat
hear the stuff is
Theseus.
very
Never
good.
forget that. I may have died to him last time,
I've no idea
but
what
I'm
to do
getting
with
to
it
him
right
now every time. I promise it.
The drink of the gods.
I mean, I
So
think
let's
that's
keep it,
nectar.
huh?
I feel like ambrosia's food, no? Contractor. Codex Index. Update the codex with a handy list of boons for each Olympian. That does not seem like my first priority, though not necessarily my last either. I see we've got some down here that we could spend diamonds on. Authorizes playback of music pieces. You tempt me. The soundtrack to this game is great. Rod of fishing. I've got 3 diamonds, and as far as I'm concerned, these 2 items are as good as bought.
Here's the commission. I positively cannot wait to see what sorts of foul creatures I'll dredge up with this.
You and me both, Zagman. And let's give the house contractor a break. See
You've
what
done
else
so
he can
much for
come
us,
up
house
with.
Contractor. Why don't you do a little something for yourself?
Yeah, take a vacation. Go to Elysium. It's lovely this time of year. I can tell you that. So our last run was our first... Yeah, no Meg. That's unusual. Was our first with the Adamant Rail. Which, oh, good boys, Cerberus. You deserve Employee of the Month. Honestly, a bit of a rough start. Hey there, Dusa. Didn't mean to spook you. Turned pretty great when we got an upgrade from our boy Daedalus that allowed us to just sweep through the Hydra, no problem. But unfortunately, our damage just did not scale through Elysium. So by the time we reached the end there, we were taking forever to damage anything. And it did, unfortunately, spell our downfall. So probably the lesson to learn there is to be sure to have a goal in mind when we're picking upgrades. I'm going to take a drink of water. I recently obtained a humidifier for my room, so it shouldn't be as dry here, but I still
Nix,
tend to drink
I
a
have to
lot.
ask you
Gotta stay
something.
hydrated.
Are you certain that my search isn't in vain?
Nyx is a good
My
mom.
mother.
She's not a real mom, but she's a good mom.
Your mother yet lives. There
Look,
can
she's
be
so
no other
nice to us.
explanation. For if she did not, she would be with us. Here.
That logic is actually airtight.
I think I turned out okay.
Dusa!
I hope you're having a nice day.
I am.
Even though you don't want to live here anymore, Your Highness.
Well, it's not because of you, Dusa. You're oh, and there she goes.
Again.
Yep. Alright. Let's dive right back in, see if we can do well this time. We fulfilled a
One
prophecy.
off the fated list.
We have used every weapon.
Nice
Let's
to have
get
my
us some
ancient
gems.
Legendary weapons there.
You know it. What have we in the
Let's see.
mirror? We do have some darkness to burn. And you know what? Since we have used every weapon, we've got some keys to burn now too, which I could have sworn we did before, but
Might wanna
maybe
check your
not.
stash of weapons over there.
Might indeed.
So the strangest thing happened while you were out.
Don't
boyo.
spook
One
me.
of your
Don't give
weapon
me a
holder
sting
things
like
back
that,
there
Skelly.
Picked up this eerie glow. Could see it from the corner of my eye.
Or the front of your eye.
Calm down, Skelly. I'm sure whatever it is perfectly normal for a legendary
standard
sentient
behavior.
Titan-slaying weapon from the dawn of time.
Semi-sentient.
That's
Title
just
of
it.
my
Those
autobiography.
weapons of yours, they have seen some real.
Yeah. I
I should go check
assume.
it out.
Reveal.
What in blazes?
What in blazes? Hello.
Hexagriff.
Hello
telling me your
indeed.
secrets.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we finally get a chance to spend some of this Titan's blood. Okay. Aspect of Eris, aspect of Hestia, and aspect of... Huh? Okay. That's a lot to process. Alright, so it looks like we can use the rewards that we get from killing Meg to upgrade these weapons. Can we only do it for Exegriff right now? Nope, looks like all of them now have different aspects that we can spend this to unlock. Wow. Alright, the problem is, it looks like each of these weapons is gonna need 4 to even get the first upgrade, and I've only got 6, because we can only, if I understand it right, we can only obtain Titan's Blood from Meg once for each weapon, and we have already done so. We've beaten Tartarus with each of these, so there's got to be some other way to get Titan's Blood, apart from beating Meg, and apart from trading with the whatever in the other room. But you know what? We are going to go with Exegriff again. I know that it's got potential to tap into. I don't know if I want to open another aspect on it, though. I don't really know what that means after absorbing my Special's Blast. Whew, you know what? Let's not get fancy. I think in between runs, I will go ahead and take a look at all these aspects and see if there are any that catch my eye. For now, we're just going to go with plain old... I was about to say plain old Exegriff, but let's bust out the Fist of Malphon, since they've got the darkness bonus for this run, and let's just see if any of these aspects catch our eye. Our special pulls foes in, and then makes them take more attack and cast damage. After landing 12 strikes, your special hits more times. That is tempting. Both of these are tempting. I mean, all of these are tempting. I like the Twin Fists, and I think I will go with them this run. And you know what? I think I am going to crack open the aspect of Demeter.
Grant me the aspect of Demeter.
Demeter. You heard me. I don't know if y'all caught that. Take a look at these right over here. They are changing appearance. I love this game. I love it. Alright. Demeter, don't know if we're going to see you in this game, but we are going to use these fists in your name, and that rhymed. So let's go ahead. Have we... I wondered if we had ever given Nectar to Dusa. It doesn't look like we have, but now she's ascended back into the rafters, so I think we missed our window. We have given it to Hypnos, we've given it to Nyx, we've given it to Cerberus, and Sisyphus. It does not look like we've given it to Achilles, who was back in the other room. So let's go ahead and go and give him some nectar and see what our dear friend has, and then let's take a look at that mirror and see what we can spend our keys on, since we now have all of our weapons. And I expect there'll be some nice stuff waiting for us. Achilles? I missed the button prompt. G.
Hey, Achilles. Look, this really isn't much.
Well done, undersell it. It's very generous of us, Zagreus.
This really is for me?
It is.
You beat me to it then, as I had meant to give you this when next we spoke.
Achilles, you are a champion.
Thanks so much, sir.
Myrmidon Bracer. Let us go see what that does. Now, I think pretty much every run we are going to want to have Skelly's Tooth equipped, but I don't think we need to have it equipped at the start of a run. I think we can switch into it probably after Asphodel, but at least after Tartarus. Take less damage from the front, but more from the back. Interesting. Not really my style. I think what we'll want to do is start with Chthonic Coin Purse to just get some money from the start and try to rank this up, and then switch to Skelly's Tooth when we're a bit deeper in. And pretty soon we should be able to dive on down to Tartarus and bust our way through. Let's go ahead and spend 5 keys. We now have Boiling Blood. Deal bonus attack and special damage to foes with your Bloodstone in them. And Infernal Soul. Raise your supply of blood. Yes, yep, we're doing that. We're getting more casts. We have 3 casts now. Beautiful. I was wondering when that would be a thing. That is a no-brainer as far as I am concerned. And then these each have their swap as well. Abyssal Blood. Reduce the move speed and damage of foes with bloodstones in them. and Stygian Soul. Regenerate your bloodstone for your cast rather than pick it back up. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. That might be worth experimenting sometime, but right now, for one thing, it's out of my hands unless I were to reset my talents. But I think having more casts is more valuable. And let's go ahead and snap up another Shadow Presence. And that maxes that out. Fantastic. With that, we are ready to dive right on in. Thank you for your patience. One more sip of water. Need to be careful or I'm gonna have to cut the video to go to the bathroom halfway through. Let's dive right on in. It's all been game talk so far. We need to get some casual chat. There's a word for that I'm blanking on. Athena, how's it going? I did indeed. Ooh, epic boons right off the bat. Don't mind if I do. Attack is stronger and can deflect, or special is stronger and can deflect. I think we'll want that, since not only do I already like Malphon's special attack, this is Demeter's aspect of it. It's got even better special, or it does special twice if I hit right. Ooh, I need to get back in the mood of the game. Cutter charged. That was not Cutter, but it sure did the trick. Whoa, that is Cutter. Okay. And we've got Chaos right off the bat. Don't mind if I do. Yes, I can. What is the term in the English language for just having a casual chat? Some small talk. Small talk, I say, as I gaze upon Chaos, the primordial being from which all else emerged. It's me.
Perhaps the Earth itself wishes to spit you up and out.
Correct. What have we here? For the next 4 encounters, each time I attack, get hit for 4 damage. That sounds monumentally terrible. For the next 4 encounters, each time I cast, get hit for 4 damage. That sounds better, but not good. For the next 3 encounters, my life total is reduced. I think Addled Strike would be the way to go, because a plus 33% to attack. Sounds like the best. I'm just gonna have to remember not to use my cast, which I think won't be too hard since my default cast isn't amazing anyway. I did some cooking the other day, and I'm very proud of me, because I don't... Look at that! That's gorgeous! Spectacular special. Okay, look how fast we cleared that room. We are great. I did some cooking, and I'm very happy I did some cooking, because I do not very much cooking. It is not my expertise. I would like to be better at it. I'm trying to be better at it. I have not talked a lot about my, the way I grew up, my backstory, and that is in no small part because at this stage of my YouTube creation, oh, we can fish. Most of my viewers already personally know me. Let's go ahead and see what we can catch. There's a fishing minigame. It has everything. You can pet the dog. You can fish in a river of blood. It got too early. Did I blow my shot? I blew my shot. We're gonna catch some fish. We're gonna catch some fish. Let's get more money. I want to be rolling in coin. I do not talk about my own self very often because, again, most of my viewers, as you know me and I you. And so many of my viewers already know that I spent 2 years living in and doing some religious service in India. And many of you may already know that I will be kicking myself for the rest of my life that I never quite properly learned how to cook Indian food during my time there. Which is a lapse that I regret basically every day because at any given time I would kill for some good Indian food. But yesterday, for the first time in the long time that I have been back from India, I tried my hand, ooh, I missed, at some Indian cuisine. Probably the simplest Indian dish, or at least the second simplest, egg burji. It is basically Indian scrambled eggs. It is, thank you.
A curse of chaos has expired.
Curse of chaos has expired. And we didn't even feel the negative effects. Our attack should be better now. Aphrodite, what you got for us? Scrambled eggs with some onions and tomatoes and green chilies fried up therein. Some cumin seeds, some garam masala, ginger, garlic, and red chili powder. all fried up, lovely together in a pan. We were not able to find green chilies, so we substituted serrano peppers, and I think it worked just fine. And it was delightful. We ordered roti from a nearby Indian restaurant to eat with it, and it was just fantastic. When foes are slain, they damage nearby foes and inflict weak. I think I need to pay more attention to boon rarity, because if I understand this system right, that means that they upgrade better, and they'll scale better into later floors, which was the my fatal flaw in episode 16. So I think we're going to go with the epic boon because it's epic, and also because now that I've taken the time to read it, it's probably the best option anyway. Charon mate, got anything for us? Tempting, but not necessary. A good enough deal to take. We'll get some darkness for some coin, which, as mentioned before, we are rolling in a Scrooge McDuckian fashion, which is the best type of fashion. Look at that. Multiple bloodstones. Where'd you come from? Don't do that. Don't sneak up on me. It's rude. I made some Indian food. I hope to make it again, because it was very easy. It was delicious. And you know what? I'll put the recipe in the description of this video, because everyone should take the time to make and enjoy it. I'd say the recipe would serve 2 if you wanted it to be a full meal, and it would be best enjoyed with some chapati or tandoori roti or some other kind of nice flat bread with which to scoop up your spicy Indian egg. Over the mirror. Trove Trial, we've got our special Demeter special charged up. The Mega Punch, there's an actual name for it, but I've blanked on it. Look at how much damage that did. Spectacular. We are trying to slay foes quickly, and we're doing a pretty dang good job. Look at us go. Look at that.
You lived through all that.
I am all hecka optimistic, my friends.
All mine.
I hate to say it again and again and again, but Theseus is not gonna know what hit him. It's all about killing Theseus. Escaping the underworld. That's the goal of the past. Finding my mom, whatever. That's chump change. This is a revenge mission. If I kill Theseus, I've already won. So the Doomstone, we did fight and defeat 2 episodes ago in the last run, but it took just short of forever and was one of the greater challenges prior to Elysium. You will notice, however, that we've basically already 3/4 killed it, and that 3/4 is now 4/4. Ah, Fists of Malphon, my dear friends. Dionysus. I did indeed. You're right. Trippy shot. Cast lobs a large explosive to burst into festive fog. Do not forget that we can cast that 3 times. Drunken Strike, your attack inflicts hangover. That's almost certainly the best option. Yeah, boosting that attack. We are punching frequently with the fists. This effect can stack up to 5 times. We are certainly punching 5 times quickly. We'll get that stacking. Now, I have changed a couple things about my recording setup, which I've been doing little bit by little bit over time, just experimenting with things. I'm hoping that I am close enough to the microphone that the audio issues that plagued the last run are fully resolved. Because 2 episodes ago, the balance was truly awful. And even the last one, I wasn't quite satisfied with it. But this time, I'm about as close to the mic as I used to be, if I'm not mistaken, and I've turned down the game audio just ever so slightly. So hopefully we've struck the balance again. I am using a, instead of playing on my laptop with my laptop keyboard, there's a Palm of Power. Increasing dying moment probably isn't terrible. But the stuff that stacks, I think, is usually the best thing to upgrade. Not always, but generally speaking. What happened over here? Is that no? Oh, never mind. It looked. Oh no, yeah, things are floating. Spooky. Where was I? I am now using a brand new wireless keyboard, and a separate monitor with my laptop off to the side, serving as a second screen. Which I'm quite happy with the layout. The only question really is if this new keyboard is too loud, because it is definitely got a more pronounced clickety-clack than my laptop keyboard. Not really any way for me to know right now, but you already know, and if you've been subject to some awful clicking noises for the last 20 minutes, my sincere apologies. I will have to find an alternate setup, or return to my original alternate setup. This is all one grand experiment, and thank you again for joining me for the ride. Some more nectar is always appreciated, and I think we're getting to the point where we're going to want to start dispersing that nectar to the Olympians. Always happy to see Daedalus's hammer, and I say it every time I do see it. Ooh.
We have an intruder.
I'm not, and I live here. Anyway, I say it every time I see the hammer, but I do hope we get to actually meet Daedalus. He's down here somewhere, as is everyone who has ever lived and then stopped living. Which is to say, a great many people. Beautiful. It breaks my heart that I don't think we're ever going to actually meet Demeter, because I want to thank her for powering up these fists in the way that she has. And then I would like to apologize to her for besmirching that gift by getting hit in stupid ways. Get right on in there. Look at that. When one of them dies, they spit out the weakening blast from our dear Aunt Aphrodite. Now that is something to analyze. I've talked a little bit.
Why do I pay these wretches?
That's that.
They're getting paid? Your attack becomes a 3-hit sequence. I believe I tried this on my secondary save as a test and was not fond of it. It hits considerably slower. Hold special for longer range. I think that is probably very good. And Rolling Knuckle does not sound bad either. I think Flying Cutter for up to 100% base damage on top of the already empowered special that we're building up, we are going to get some truly fiery Little Mac finishers. Come on. I just want to see how many coins we can stack up. Having made it to the, what's it called, the Temple of Sticks. Oh yeah, let's test that out. Okay, so we got some more range now. Now one thing I do remember from a time I tested this on my second save is having to keep in mind that it does not necessarily move me in the direction that I'm pointing with my cursor here, that the arrow is going. It'll move me in the direction of my arrow keys, which can be dangerous if I screw that up. Ares, what you got? We should get a better cast to get some blade rifts going. Ooh. The fact there's no enemies in here means I definitely should have gone to the shop, because Meg is up next. But she has not given us a lot of trouble for a long time. Correct. I have.
A boon for a boon.
We'll replace Divine Flourish. What is Divine Flourish? Divine Flourish is deflection on the special. That... might actually be worth replacing. Because to be honest, I'm not using my special often enough that it's a frequent deflection. And Doom is pretty great. And I don't know what Heroic is, but the fact that I can't like identify it on the spot means it might be the only dang thing better than Epic. Or I'm an idiot. Don't discount either. Ares' Aid, I love having a call. I've used this before, it sucked. It was very bad. So I'm gonna not do that. Curse of Vengeance isn't terrible. I think we're gonna go for Curse of Pain. Maybe Athena will get mad at us, I don't know. He says she won't mind. And he knows her better than we do. And what do you know? It's not the boss fight? Or maybe it is, because we're not getting Titan's blood anymore.
Nice to meet you.
Meg? That's a not Meg. Oh no.
Hey, you must be one of Meg's sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Agrius. Not murderer, definitely
What's the difference? I don't like this. I do not like going up against a variant or a new boss to Symphony on half health. I do have one Death's Defiance, and everyone now, I don't want it to get played out, but now might be a good time for some you can do it Zagmans in the comments. I mean, I've murdered a handful of people, but they were all already dead, so is that really a sin? Here comes a charge, never mind. She is not Meg. Okay. Nope, no she's not. Alright, playing this by ear. Get those punches in. Ooh. Hello. Oh, I am afraid. I have fear. Get in there. Oop. Okay. You sure you don't want to just bring in Meg? Because we kind of had a chemistry. We had a bit of a rapport. We've got history. If you're like... If you've got any other chores or anything, I wouldn't want to keep you hung up here. I will say... What? Excuse? I will say... Oh, I expected that to go at me, so I very nearly dodged right into it. Get out of there. Okay. I no longer have deflection, so I need to be careful. Excuse me? Okay, okay. I think that only stunned me. Scratch that. No, it definitely does a little bit of damage, too. I think we are doing a good job. Ooh! Bite my tongue. That's our last chance. Fingers crossed, everyone. And she's moved us again. The arena keeps getting smaller. Cutter is charged. We use it. Get those casts out. Oh, we are lucky to have dodged that. We did not deserve to be safe there. And you know what? We paid for it. Oh, that stun is a pain. I need to be sure to not dodge into the follow-up attack. But you know what? I think there we go. You know what got her there? The Doom got her from that Ares boon we picked up. So I am retroactively justified. I should have known better than to get complacent in thinking that we could always handle Meg. I knew there were 3 Furies. Oh no, there's 3. There's another one. Bless you, Supergiant Games. You keep me on my toes. We are still alive, and I think now is definitely the time. Thank you, Hypnos. Now's the time to bust out that lucky tooth. So we've got another Death's Defiance. I think even better than our regular Death's Defiance. It'll give me more health when I respawn. I will take some more health. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we are going to conclude today's episode of Steele forces you to watch and play video games. Thank you for tuning in once again. Thank you for continuing to support me and support the channel. We recently hit 30 subscribers, and that is just fantastic. Thank you for your ongoing support. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. And you know what? Give yourself a hug. I'll see you next time. Take care.